the power of Web3 and how we can connect in a new way, new digital way, to be immersively doing good. I call on stage Paul-Hélie Magdelenat. Under your applause.
Thank you. All right, so I think I have a quick presentation. Right. So I'm going to try to be brief because I know it's been a long day for all of us today. But the idea was just to briefly introduce what we do over at Alphaverse or your Alphaverse, and then just talk about one of our bigger challenges that we face every day, which is inclusivity, and how can we make it more inclusive, because originally people often think that Web3 is a very masculine field, that people that come to metaverses are mostly men, and so we wanted to think of how we could do to make sure that it's not the case. You're going to see that it's a bit ironic in the way that we started, but you'll understand. So it was founded in 2021, so 3 years ago now. And we have developed many different worlds, such as the most famous one today, or your Alphaverse, which is the one that we developed with Jonathan. We also have the biggest one we have developed as well today is Football Alphaverse, which really helped us for inclusivity, ironically, because it enabled so many things that I will come to later. We also have developed other worlds, such as Beat Alphaverse, which is dedicated to music, Metacoaster about gaming, Utopia about inclusivity and LGBT. And we have different systems. So the idea that it all stemmed from HRU at first, which is you have all these incredible opportunities all around the world that try to do common things together, common good, but are rarely able to do them together and communicate between themselves. And so I think that's where Jonathan first stepped up and showed us that it was actually possible to create something where people could talk together and all different projects could work together to create a better future. So we decided to partner with him and replicate it online with the metaverse so that it enabled to have a virtual place, because it's easier, because we're like, if we look at the audience today, people are from all over the world and it's not always easy to reconvene and to spend time together. So we decided to do it as well through virtual means in our metaverse where people can exchange. And that was one of our biggest challenges. And what we decided to do for the metaverse, which was a very big question of inclusivity, was we decided to, with the Football Alphaverse, ironically, as I was telling you, we have a big focus on the women's team as well, because it's something that's often forgotten. Women's football, which is great, it's up and coming, and it's something very new, it's something that's very cool, and shows that it's as good as men's football. We have trying to create a world where everybody has a place through different universes. We're trying to give everyone a voice so that everybody is able to speak, to say their truth, and to have a place to express themselves, which is something that we hold very dear. This is why we also have Utopia, so the first metaverse dedicated to LGBTQ+ communities, where they're able to exchange, interact in a safe space where they can have their own voices be heard, and at the same time have other people come visit, understand more, because it's topics that you don't always have the time to research, have the interest to research maybe for some people, but being able to do it is great. And that was the big. We also have we've tried to represent not every single community, because that would be nearly impossible, but many different communities. So we also have the hub, of which I can show you a trailer quickly, just to show you how it looks while I speak. And if you can cut the volume, because I know it's really loud. All right, thank you. So this is how it looks, and then you're going to have different worlds. This is the one dedicated to football, but it's also going to represent the whole world in terms of architecture, and then you'll have different places, people being able to interact with each other and really create a sense of community online, bringing people together on all different topics, being able to exchange. And I think that the best way for inclusivity is for people to understand each other and communicate with each other rather than stay in their own separate ways. And sorry, yeah, the mini games, because it's football, but you get the gist of the architecture. And that was thank you very much.